Boys Bible Study.
Boys Bible Study.
Boys Bible Study.
And some department stores even tell employees to avoid saying Merry Christmas.
I give one message to all the kids out there my age, and I just want to let them know that there are other people out here who aren't having sex right now. And, I mean, you want to go out and have sex because everyone else is having sex? Where is your individuality? Where is your spirit? Where is your person? Don't be like everyone else. You're not them. We're not Barbie doll clones. We're individual people.
All right. Let's tell people how it is. Let's deliver a message to the youth this week. I think we're ready to do it. Welcome back to Boys Bible Study, Podcasters for Abstinence. It's
not by choice.
Yeah, fork found in kitchen. Not a huge surprise there, but we're back. Welcome back to another episode. I'm Ash here with my co-hosts
Scott
and Julian.
And this week we're here because, listen, we've been getting all sorts of reader mail telling us about all the pressures that you young people are experiencing today. And a huge problem that we've been reading over and over in your comments and your DMs is that, you know, everyone in your life is saying, have sex now, have sex. Come on, I'll fuck you right now. Please have sex with me. And you, the, gentlemanly Boys Bible Study listener, you're saying, no, I'm not ready. That's not my scene. Well, we're here to tell you you're not alone.
And that you're definitely not ready.
You're not ready. You got so much learning to do.
And you should get married first.
Yeah, I think that's wise. I was going to say it reminded me of a Trump quote, but his quote was about masturbation. Do you remember when Trump said that like masturbation wasn't his scene? I think it was on the Howard Stern. He was on Howard Stern before he ever ran for president, and like Howard Stern obviously was just asking him all sorts of stuff, and I think he asked him like, "Oh, do you like masturbate?" And Trump was like, "No, I was never into that scene." Which is such a funny thing to say.
Fascinating.
Do you masturbate to take care of the problem?
No.
When's the last time you masturbated?
A long time ago.
Honestly?
Sometime previous to knowing women.
Really?
It's a lot of work. You know what? It's a lot of work and it gets you nowhere. You know.
I'm shocked to hear you say that.
No, I'm not. I was never big into that world.
They released the masturbation tape.
Yeah. But I from hearing from role models like him or from AC Green, the star of this videotape that we're going to discuss today, I just want to know, like, what can you do?
Yeah.
Like, if we can't jack off, if we can't have sex.
Did they say in this tape you can't masturbate?
No. I'm kind of like fusing, Trump's message with this tape.
Okay.
This tape that we're about to watch.
Trump and AC Green remind me of like two opposite ends of the spectrum of like asexuality.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Trump talks so much about like having sex.
Right.
That I like honestly can't really picture him like actually enjoying it on a deep level.
Yeah.
Like I don't like, I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that you told me he just referred to masturbating as a scene.
Yeah,
I think he only likes it as a power thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was going to say, sometimes I feel like he talks about it the way that someone does.
It's like
when
40-year-old virgin.
Yeah.
He says like the boobs are like bags of sand or whatever.
Yeah, right. I feel like he talks about sex the way somebody talks about a movie that they're pretending to see, but they haven't seen. So that's just a tonal thing I pick up on. So there's something there.
Yeah, do
But,
you think that's what we'll find out if the Epstein files are like the incriminating Epstein files are released? Is that he's actually like asexual and he's an iron virgin?
Maybe.
Wow. Then his base finally leaves him. They're like, "You're a loser."
Yeah.
Well,
this whole time.
Well, this week, sex, or specifically the state of not having it, is really on our minds. And we just watched an amazing VHS tape about abstinence. It's some classic abstinence-only sex education. Part of the reason that we were so intrigued by this tape was not just because of its pure and wholesome message, but by the fact that it has some pretty big sports stars in it.
Yeah.
That make this a notable watch.
Stars pretty generous.
I really don't know anything
David
about
Robinson?
Yeah.
Barry Sanders?
I missed Barry Sanders.
He's in there for a moment.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people in there for just a moment.
Tell me about these guys, because like some of these are names that I've vaguely heard over the years, but I don't really know anything about the athletes in this tape.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this as somebody who grew up as a good Christian boy who knew exactly which professional athletes of the sports I followed were the most outspoken about their Christianity.
Yes.
One was Mark Price. He was my favorite player. He was a Cleveland Cavalier, and he sang in a Christian a cappella group, which I actually saw perform after a basketball game.
Wow.
Once.
What?
Yes, it's true. And another
what
one was, I don't remember.
Do you remember what they say? Oh.
I don't remember. Some kind of
basketball
hymns
Jones.
or basketball shows. No, it was like worship songs, basically boppy worship songs.
Deep down in my soul, cleanse and make me whole.
And David Robinson, I was a big fan of, who is in this and makes a pretty amazing statement. He says, "Before you make a mistake, wait and think. AIDS, pregnancy, pain, and death. Take it from a friend. Try abstinence, because it just ain't worth it."
This is Dave Robinson, the San Antonio Spurs. Before you make a mistake, wait and think. AIDS, pregnancy, pain, and death. Take it from a friend who cares. Try abstinence, because it just ain't worth it.
And he was really awesome. He was my favorite non-Cleveland Cavalier player, partially because I knew what a devout Christian and father he was.
Yeah. The Admiral.
That's right, the Admiral. The Admirable Admiral.
Is that what they called him?
Barry Sanders.
He played college basketball at Navy. Well, he wasn't the Admirable Admiral.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
okay. Okay, good to know.
But he was the Admiral. That was the nickname. And then Barry Sanders was a huge Detroit Lions star. And I had his poster on my wall, too, because he was also outspokenly Christian. Was in this briefly. Who else? Kevin Johnson, I was a big fan of. Had his jersey. Had an AC Green poster up for a bit. Him being the Iron Virgin, outspoken Christian. Had a lot of longevity. Noticeably played a lot of seasons.
Did they call him the Iron Virgin? I see that AC Green was nicknamed the Iron Man.
I thought it was the Iron Virgin.
Okay, on Wikipedia,
maybe that's a derogatory nickname.
Maybe, because
I think it was kind of added after a while to be like, yeah.
Yeah, it says on
30 for 30 short. That's like called something Iron Virgin.
Right. Yes, I think that's where I saw it.
Yeah, on AC Green's Wikipedia, it says he is a former professional basketball player nicknamed Iron Man. He holds an NBA record for the most consecutive regular season games played.
Semen retention.
I love that his record is for like perfect attendance. He's
what was that, Cal Ripken Jr.?
Oh yeah,
also, yeah.
I used to think that was neat as a little kid.
I know. I don't even know if he was actually good or not. I think he was good.
I think he was good.
I don't know anything about baseball.
He played a lot of games. I do remember that as well. With AC Green, too, when he broke the record for most games in a row on Inside the NBA, which has been going on for a very long time, he what's his name? Ernie says on it, AC Green just broke the record, and Charles Barkley says he had sex.
Switching subjects, let's talk about AC Green and the end of a long streak for AC Green. We're talking about the consecutive games played
He had
streak.
sex?
We're talking about the consecutive games played streak. Allow me to specify.
Pretty funny.
Yeah, I watched that when I was walking out. That's really funny.
That is
but no, he had not had sex yet at that point.
Wow, awesome. Good for him.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, when someone okay, well, actually, before I say that, I want to point out his AC Green is 6'9".
Really?
Yeah, according to Wikipedia.
A giant.
You didn't look that tall in this video, to be honest.
No, I didn't get necessarily the vibe from the video, but
The giant virgin. That's why there's no more giants around.
He's so humble. He asked the
last.
cinematographers to film him as if he was a regular hype person.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so humble of him. But fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Something about I was gonna say something right before I was distracted by the fact that he was 6'9". But yeah, I just feel like to be a notable NBA Christian and virgin and to hold basically the perfect attendance record is very much have 3 sharpened pencils on your desk at all time, type NBA player. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. It is true. I mean, an argument that this tape makes that is true is I think that culture is unfair to to virgins. People really don't understand fall cells. However, at some point when you don't have sex for a really long time, if you just say you're trying to, it gets to the point of being enamored with someone who's collected a million toothpicks or whatever, where you're oh, you know what? Good for you. But it's
it's
all
not,
he did was not have sex.
It's like Jodorowsky's Dune
right.
all over again.
Yeah. He could have had sex. But he didn't.
It would have been the greatest sex ever.
And here's how it would go.
Yeah.
First, I would have queued up my sex playlist. AC Green's Sex, the documentary.
I
AC
gotta read
Green
his diary.
The first night he had sex, his red shoe diary, his red Jordan's diary,
his red balls diary.
Yeah.
His blue balls diary.
Can you imagine if LeBron was a virgin? How much better he would be.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
If Toby was a virgin, he would still be alive.
Yeah,
right
well, that's
now.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and less hated.
That is true, yeah. Both. His life would be a lot better if he was just a virgin.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have gotten on that helicopter. He was flying his daughter's. His daughter would, well, she wouldn't be alive in either of these scenarios, but yeah, it ain't worth it.
It ain't worth it.
It ain't worth
It ain't
Well,
worth it.
it ain't
Bottom
worth
line.
it. Bottom line. And that's what we're really trying to
Yep.
That's what we're really trying to hammer into you in this podcast. Just over and over again, just ramming this message deep inside you that it really it ain't worth it.
Yep.
So it was nice to have AC Green as a
If
role
LeBron
model.
was a virgin, the Lakers would have a free roster spot right now for a decent center. The world would be so much better.
Oh my
That's
God.
true because
I don't
LeBron's
even
son
like
is
the
on the Lakers.
and I don't even like the Lakers, and I'm trying to help them out.
Yeah.
Guys, everybody listening, it's really, you just can't have sex. I'm sorry,
It's
you just
not,
can't do
yeah.
it. You really don't do
It
it.
really ain't worth it.
It's
No,
an
it
interesting
really
point
ain't
too,
worth it.
because LeBron is famously athletic and good at taking care of his body and sticking to his plan. Very disciplined player, the most disciplined player based on many podcasts I've listened to with various people. AC Green, he played 37 years and lost his virginity at 38.
Saying I still got
and
6 more months
and
break
LeBron
to break
is
the record.
LeBron is 41. So how much longer would he go?
Wow.
Yeah.
He's still going.
And he would have broken AC Green's record. Another
Another record for LeBron.
Another record. The
Yeah,
virginity
one he'll
record.
never be able to beat now.
Yeah.
It really is just like picture any hypothetical situation and then imagine that situation where the actors within it didn't have sex and the situation is just better.
Yep.
Like almost universally. So far, every thought experiment we've tried, that is the result.
70s porn stars.
Heated rivalry.
Yeah. That's 2 for 2 right there.
Yeah.
What you both said. You know, like if those 70s porn stars hadn't had all that sex, they could have, I don't know, like invented a new. They could be the next Einstein.
Yeah,
they could be the next Tesla.
We
don't
wouldn't
know.
have had. If
Imagine if Einstein hadn't had sex.
If the summer of love
still be
hadn't
alive today.
happened, and instead it was the summer of virginity, we would not have had the conservative whiplash of the Reagan era that led to all of our modern problems.
Wait, that's actually the first thought experiment where it's better that the sex happened.
Yes. Yeah.
Because we really needed Reagan to be our president because he was the most fashionable president of all time.
Yeah. We needed. What makes you say that?
I saw one picture of him today in a polo shirt, and he looks like a.
Why is everybody obsessed with polo shirts right now?
I don't know. It's like a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely like.
I was like looking
right
for
now.
something like this
Yeah.
a while ago, but I mean now everybody's like fucking obsessed with them. It's crazy.
No, you're right. They're in
Dang.
all these music videos I'm watching. Is like they're styling everybody in a polo shirt.
Well, I have that rugby shirt that now I feel like I can't wear anymore because now it's like trendy.
Yeah, well, that's the point. You got.
Well, you gotta get-
You always want to be a step ahead.
You got to get an "It Ain't Worth It" shirt. You need to. You get the double shirt that they wore at the end during the music video. Speaking of people in music videos, what is that picture of him?
Wait, I can't.
Sorry.
See it
Okay,
on my
so
phone.
yeah, we're talking about a few things at once. I just sent the chat a photo of Reagan that was posted on Twitter today with the caption, "The fuck is this fit?" by Reagan. You can check out my phone.
Oh my god! Yeah, holy shit!
Yeah, that's crazy.
So,
That's crazy.
This is my response to your thought experiment. That okay, on one hand, you're right.
That's
if the
not a
so-called
polo, though.
You're right. I misremembered it. It's not a polo.
Was that AI? Was that when he was a DJ? What's happening?
I don't know. I don't think it's AI.
You know what? To beat AI, it's pretty smart to just put the Alamy or like Getty Images logo on top of something.
Yeah, theoretically, it wouldn't have the watermark if it was AI, but that could be sophisticated. But this is to say that, okay, yes, if the Summer of Love hadn't happened, then maybe we wouldn't have then, horseshoed around to the Reagan years. But if that hadn't happened, then we would have never gotten this picture.
That's true.
Yes.
So
that's true.
Maybe it was all worth it. I don't know. It's very hard to say. Probably still for the better. Like it would have just been so much better for people not to have sex.
It's true.
If Adam and Eve hadn't had sex, none
Original
of our
sin.
problems would be fucking happening.
Oh my god! But then we wouldn't have a podcast.
Is that on the positive or negative column?
I don't know. I don't know. Well, anyways, AC Green and friends, other professional athletes, and just a cast of youth commentators and teens on the street are the stars of this VHS tape, which once again is called "It Ain't Worth It: Athletes for Abstinence." And they go through a couple different segments, delivering a fresh 90s hip hop infused, with the co-signing of these cool professional athletes to really let the teens of the 90s know, like, it is cool to be a virgin.
Yeah. I kept waiting for this video to like start. It felt like it just like was one of those like things where it was just like bombarding you with information with like the same music behind it the whole time. And occasionally there would be like a weird little skit in the middle of it.
I know the whole thing was the intro.
Yeah. It was structured like a Scientology video, but like just with a different vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found myself thinking, I think I wrote in my notes that they would, just to keep the video moving, they would have these different segments, but every segment was essentially the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Right.
There was, they would start off a segment by being like, okay, this is like the science portion. But then like one doctor would say something and then it would just go back to clips of teens talking about why it was cool to not have sex.
Yeah.
So there was no real theme. It was just a collection of slogans.
The doctor who was just like, if you ever have sex, you're going to die. You're going to get pregnant and die.
Condoms fail to prevent pregnancy approximately 15% per year among adults, but this rate increases significantly for teenagers. Additionally, condoms can't possibly help to stop some sexually transmitted diseases that can spread from contact outside of the vagina and penis, such as syphilis, herpes, crabs, pubic lice, and human papillomavirus. One recent study showed human papillomavirus to be as common as 46% of the young ladies attending the University of California, Berkeley.
The tone of this, as we said, it's abstinence only, which, the idea of abstinence only sex education was a real buzzword.
Yeah, I believe that's what I was taught in school in the early 2000s.
I think
just don't do it. It ain't worth it.
It wasn't like, what is abstinence only? Because we were taught about like stuff, but then like at the end they would just be like, yeah, but the only thing that 100% like prevents this stuff is abstinence, which is not wrong.
Right.
Yeah. But they would teach us that like condoms did protect against some stuff. I actually don't remember. I'm not gonna lie.
They fail about 36% of the time. That's the same as flipping a coin, heads or tails.
Oh, and don't think that condoms are the answer, because condoms fail about 36% of the time in preventing pregnancy among young people. Again, some lousy odds. Now take out a coin, flip it in the air. Heads, you don't catch a disease or get pregnant. Tails, you do. If you were lucky this time, you may not be the next, because tails is gonna come up sooner or later. When I make a bet that could cost me my life, I want better odds. Don't you?
Heads or tails are another third option. It is one of it's just like that.
It's when the coin lands on its side.
Yeah. I guess I don't actually remember sex education that much. And trust me, it shows.
I was gonna say, maybe if you were paying attention, you would have had sex by now.
Yeah.
But, I agree. I think that when I was young, I was taught that, like, okay, guys, like top abstinence is the
verse.
Top bottom. Abstinence is the only way to like really prevent this stuff. But I do believe that in my school we were taught like, oh, and then there are these things called condoms and they prevent STDs.
Yeah, don't worry about those.
No.
None of these things go condoms. Don't worry about those.
Your school taught that they prevent STDs? That's not what I learned from this video.
I agree. I really got an education watching this.
You must have gone to a public school.
I sure did. I sure did. But this tape is extremely abstinence only, to the point where it actually comes out and says that it is like harmful to even receive messages about so-called safe sex.
Yeah.
Because there is no such thing as safe sex.
That was so funny. The kids who were like, and they're telling us like, and they're giving out free condoms at school now. They're practically telling us that we should have sex.
Yes.
Like,
but there are kids at the high school that aren't having sex and that don't know if having sex is right. And here they are, they're saying, oh, here's the condom. That's giving them permission to go and have sex. They don't, and some of those kids, they don't know, that the sex should be waited or saved till marriage.
Yeah, that was an interesting argument. A couple arguments made in a very, improvisatory, casual style. One of them was basically like, if you were to give out condoms in school, then maybe some kids who don't even really know what sex is are going to be like, oh, what is this? It's a condom. Well, I guess I should use it.
Yeah. If you don't, but I don't know. Just don't do it. It's not worth it.
Guys, it's not worth it.
No, I get in my head, I was about to create a hypothetical where somebody didn't know what a condom was or how to use it, and then grabbed it and was just like putting it on their fingers or whatever.
Yeah. Well, isn't there that like famous South Park episode where like the sex ed goes wrong, and then the girls won't even let the boys talk to them unless they're wearing condoms. So they all go to like the drugstore and buy condoms, and then the pharmacist like tells the teachers, and they're like, all of our 5th graders are sexually active.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Yeah, South Park got it right.
Yeah.
In such cases.
It is. I mean, kids are going to have sex no matter what. Not like I'm happy about that or anything. Let me just. So.
Why? Just because everyone else is going out to have sex?
Yeah, all the other kids are.
Yeah, I guess that is the really, honestly, I think you landed on like what is the essence of what's missing from these type of materials is they fail to really address the question, why is it that kids have sex? The answer that they seem to provide is that the only, like, kids have sex because it's a meme.
Yes. And it's funny because they are like trying to convince everyone to stop having sex by saying that everyone is having sex and you don't want to be like them.
Right.
It's kind of like the whole like, it's like how Trump is like when he ran for re-election the first time was like, crime is rampant, and if you continue to elect me president, I will continue to make sure that the America is as safe as it has ever been.
Right. Yes. That honestly is exactly the same way as the idea of the greater population having sex is presented. This alternately, everybody is having sex, and you should feel proud for being the odd one out, or people are saying that everyone's having sex either to excuse their own bad behavior or to like make themselves feel better about something, but like the tape could never decide if the sex was actually happening or it was all like an elaborate cultural ruse to make you feel bad.
Yeah. And they're like, by saying that everyone is having sex, and you shouldn't do it just because it's trendy, but also it's bad that like they hand out condoms too because they're encouraging everyone to have sex.
Right.
Is really, I don't know, is weird. It was like so targeted for that specific person that is watching it, which I guess is like, how they were trying to win us over one horny high school.
One boner at a time.
One boner at a time. Yeah, get those cages on, boys.
One well-covered boner at a time.
Yeah, I mean, this is the problem, really, with abstinence-only sex education. I mean, maybe there's other materials out there that address this. I've personally never seen them. And certainly in stuff like this that's supposed to be like Christian-friendly or family-friendly, no one has the courage to just come and say out, like, at some point in your teenage years, it might be when you're 13, it might be when you're 18 or whatever, but you will suddenly be overcome with the desire to have sex.
Exactly, yeah. It's like, this is why I'm like, this guy is just asexual.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the whole message of this movie is just like, yes, people are only having sex because it's trendy, not because there's like chemicals in your brain and body that are like, I need to fuck right now.
Yes.
That are like, that God theoretically gave you.
Yes. They're like, these biological processes happen for the propagation of the species. Like, you don't have to be, no one has to, yes, we theoretically have sex education, but without it, if you would figure it out eventually, like you would, it is literally an ingrained behavior. And I do think that sex is one of those things. I think it still is like this to this day. When anyone talks about it, sex discourse is rampant with every individual speaking about it, imagining that everybody feels the exact same way they do inside. This is true of every side you can think of. Polyamorous people say stuff like, polyamory is so natural. Like, everybody wants to do it. If you don't want to do it, you're blah, blah, blah.
You're lying.
People who are anti it are like, oh, it's like a meme. Everyone's making it. It's like, well, no, obviously some people really want to do it. And that's just one example. Every basically like sexual take you can think of, you can find people being like, well, obviously this is how this is everyone's true nature. And I understand this. So it's like, maybe that's just because of like your specific chemical balance. You are into that thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, classic thing. Gay people love to do the everyone who's homophobic is just because like they're gay on the inside. It's like that's probably true in some cases, but actually I think some people find it really weird, and like you think it's like everybody's nature because that's the sexual nature you understand personally.
Right, yeah.
And that's the case with AC Green. He's like, I mean, I don't want to have sex.
Exactly. Nobody does.
Nobody
They're
does
just doing it because everybody else does.
That's it's so funny. Like asexual.
There was one guy, Genghis Khan, and everybody's just been everybody's just been trying to fucking be like him for the rest of eternity, when really everyone is asexual.
Yeah.
Until marriage.
Yeah.
And then they have the wildest sex of their life.
Mhm.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure.
I think it was a mistake too not to bring somebody out. He keeps talking about what an expert he is when he's actually like the one non-expert of NBA players available.
Yes.
I don't know why he didn't have one single NBA player.
Wilt
of
Chamberlain out there.
Yeah, just somebody who's like, it's true. I regret having sex as an
I
NBA
regret
basketball
having
player.
Sex with 1,000 women.
As a celebrity with free health care, I regret having sex.
That is actually a really compelling point, which is like, how do you as a virgin become the spokesperson for sexual health, even if the answer, let's just say hypothetically that the answer to sexual health is abstinence only sex education.
Yeah.
You literally, AC Green, don't know ball.
Yeah, why didn't he have Magic Johnson in this video? Because
I know.
Talk about AIDS.
Any other
That's
Lakers,
a really good point.
And
any other Lakers would have gone a long way.
Yeah, and he was like, "No, because Magic it has AIDS, and he will give it to me,
probably,
and we'll both die."
Or give people AIDS over the screen.
Yeah,
it probably wouldn't work into his narrative because Magic Johnson is seemingly never going to die of AIDS.
Yeah, I mean they got pretty good drugs for that now.
Yeah.
At the time though, they wouldn't have. Wait, when did he even find out?
It's crazy.
This video's
you know what?
from 86.
I was literally just thinking this video's from 86.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it looked a lot newer than that.
That's at least what it said on Letterboxd. That seems wrong though, doesn't it? It's got to be.
I think so.
I think early 90s.
I was like 91 or 93.
Let's check IMDb. I didn't actually. Oh, let's look at the tape cover.
It was crazy as I straight up forgot that Magic Johnson had AIDS until like just a minute ago. Yeah. And that's how good he's doing with AIDS.
I don't even. I think he actually does not have like a sign of it at this point.
Yeah. He's not, what do they say? Lying in bed, sick, covered in sores, dying.
Oh, God.
Right.
What does that one kid say? The kid's quotes were so funny.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, it was funny. He was like, take it from me, an expert. But if you don't believe me, here's some incel teenagers to tell you.
Yeah, here's a bunch of kids. This was also back in a time where you really could, where I don't think we really knew that there's a lot of people, so-called doctors, who straight up just make stuff up. This guy was probably a dermatologist.
Yeah.
He would go on to become a COVID expert.
He works for United Healthcare now. He works for United Healthcare now, just denying people stuff on claims of medical areas he doesn't have expertise in.
Well, because they had sex.
Yeah.
And that's how you got that. That's how you got rickets.
Actually, I regret calling these teens incels. I do believe they got all cells.
All cells. YouTube also says this tape is 86, so I don't know if people are just getting the info from each other.
Must be. I mean,
I looked at Scott's photos of the tape, and it does not say the year that I can see, so that's too bad. But
I guess because like David Robinson looked kind of like, I don't know, he didn't look that young, but I guess he's always looked like that.
He's always looked like
his
that.
Military.
Yeah.
He's the admirable. He's the admirable. He's the abominable snowman. He's the admiral.
The abominable admiral.
So my favorite quote from the kids was the two girls. The one who was like, I am the result of my parents having sex one time. I was a complete accident. And then the other girl was like, and I was the result of a broken condom. And they're both like smiling like teenagers. And they're just like, think about that next time you have sex. Do you really want the two of us running around? I was just like, what are you saying right now?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
you don't deserve to live?
Yeah.
I think
like we don't have souls. We
It was
cause
like,
mischief.
yeah,
We
I was
hate our
like, you're
parents.
like it's weird because it was framed as if it was like an anti-abortion ad.
Right.
But the language they were using was like telling us that it was bad that their parents got pregnant and had them.
Like, do you want me? That's like, well, you seem
Yeah.
like, an eloquent, sensitive Christian
Yeah.
teen.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that doesn't sound like a big problem to me. I believe I wrote down, I think one of the girls literally says, I wrote down, I was unplanned. I snuck through a hole.
Yes.
Yeah.
One night stands, right? I had news for you. I'm a one night stand. I was never meant to be, but I'm here.
You think condoms work? My parents were married for about a month, maybe 2 months. I was unplanned. I snuck through a hole. So it can happen. It happens to everyone.
So you know what this is? A one night stand and a failed condom. Think about it.
Like a thief in the night.
Yeah, and that's coming from a riff of a doctor pointing out that
Most condoms have holes in them.
most condoms have holes in them. It's like literally all condoms have holes in them, and even if you get a hole that's 5 microns long, indetectable to the human eye, like the AIDS virus or a baby, like this teen girl, they can just sneak right through there.
Yeah. And then one of the other teens
eye.
holds up her palm with one hand and her one finger with the other hand, and is like, do you think this finger could fit into this other whole hand? That's what it's like. Like, is it? Okay.
Yeah, I actually
Cite
think
nothing.
I just realized that for what I'm about to say, I don't really have a good source for, but I was reading that it's like, it usually takes like repeated exposures to unprotected sex to get HIV.
Yeah.
And not like always necessarily, but like you can pretty easily have unprotected sex with someone with HIV and not transmit it. I mean, it is definitely a risk.
Yeah.
But I really believed like, okay. I remember the first time I ever got my dick sucked, I like got tested for AIDS like a couple months later. Cause like I had never done anything gay before. And I was like, obviously felt like really like guilty about it. And I was like, what if I get AIDS? Looking back, I guess it's theoretically possible, but like you're not going to get AIDS from getting your dick sucked.
That was 6 months ago.
Oh God.
And then
Does anyone, by the way, do my boils look asymmetrical to you?
Yeah.
And AC Green won't answer that question either. It's like, will I get AIDS from having my dick sucked?
Yeah.
Right. He won't because you don't. What even is that, first of all? Like, why would anyone do that?
Yeah.
Is getting your dick sucked.
Oh, yeah.
Like, AC Green would be like, he'd be like, ew. He'd be like, can you get AIDS to get your dick sucked? He'd be like, people do that?
Yeah.
And so, what I'm trying to say is like, yeah, you should take precautions, but like the way that they frame stuff in this tape is like, okay, you're having sex. There is a microscopic hole in the condom, and the AIDS virus is out there looking for an opportunity.
Yep.
It's out. It's going like, ooh, where can I sneak in? And it just gets right in there, and it goes in your bloodstream, and all of a sudden you've got full blown AIDS.
Yep.
And
Condoms are like a magnet for it.
Right. Actually, what you just said reminds me of how during the height of COVID, I was walking around. Everybody that had like masks on at the time, and I overheard 2 people talking, and they weren't wearing masks. And one of them was saying to the other, like, I would never wear a mask because, like, if you wear a mask, that's like inviting the COVID to you. It was basically saying like the mask is a symbol of COVID. So by you imbuing yourself with the symbol of COVID, it actually makes you more likely to get it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what this tape was basically saying about condoms.
That's a lot of people's logic.
Yeah,
about
I think it is.
life. and especially COVID, and seemingly especially AIDS.
Yeah, totally. No, I actually genuinely think a lot of people believe that taking a preventative measure for certain things is worse than taking no measure at all, because it implies a reality where the bad thing might happen to you.
Yes. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, you're partially manifesting it by accident.
Yeah, I've told my dad this
secret.
before, or I think I've said this before, but my dad would say that like it was something along the lines of course there are going to be more positive cases if they're testing more,
right?
As if to say like we don't have COVID where I live because we don't test for it,
right?
Like I don't think he quite understood what he was saying was like proving the opposite of his point,
right?
But saying it with the tone as if like, yeah, the acknowledging the thing exists is what is causing it to exist, like it's Freddy Krueger or something,
right?
The less negative results, the less negativity.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
Well, and that's honestly, that's something that is probably one of the biggest life lessons I've learned from doing this show with you guys for years, because that fact that we just said seems very illogical to many people, like, the very smart listeners of our show.
Yeah.
If someone were to say that to you, like, oh yeah, you're more likely to get COVID if you wear a mask, for instance.
Yeah.
You'd be like, that's really weird. You have to remember that is how a lot of people think. Like that is how like millions of people in the world think about things. And I'm not saying they're right, but I am saying that like when you're delivering information, you have to be conscious of the fact that this is like a very common mindset that people inhabit.
Yeah.
So, it's interesting.
It's cool world
and it's cool
we live in. It's cool.
Like not having sex. It's the coolest thing you can do.
If everybody was getting COVID, would you get it just to fit in?
I mean, honestly, yeah, because like I have no moral framework.
Yeah,
like it really is just like I didn't even want to have sex, and then
you were peer pressured.
Yeah, and I would be in high school. I would be walking down the halls, and all these girls would just be like, Ash, please have sex with me right now. Have sex with me right now. Actually, a young woman did offer to have sex with me when I was like 15 and she was 17, and I said no.
Whoa, no, thank you. Wow.
But looking back, I mean, at the time I was just nervous about it. But I'm looking back, it was obviously because I was like going AC Green mode. I was like, well, I just don't want to. I don't feel like it. I'm too busy with like homework or whatever.
Yeah.
But the reality is, it was actually just simply not something I was very interested in.
Wow.
I have to break the record for most days of school attended in a row.
I'm focusing,
iron student.
I'm focusing on my perfect attendance record right now. Poor girl. Sure
Ash's perfect attendance record was broken when he got AIDS and missed an afternoon of school.
Yeah, I really can't get AIDS right now. I have a science test tomorrow.
You know what? I had a dream last night.
Yeah?
I guess an anxiety dream about not going to school and not getting like an excused absence. And it was weird because like in the dream, I was like, it wasn't like I was... I was in high school in the dream, but I was like, none of this is going to matter. Like, why am I worried about this?
Sure.
It's not going to matter. I'm going to have a job where this won't matter. But still at the time, I was like, I have to have my perfect attendance. Who cares about perfect attendance?
AC
or
Green,
games played. Like, why is
Jr.
this a thing that people are like, wow, you showed up for your work the most out of anybody. Your coworkers must love you.
Yeah. That was mind-blowing for me. I had a friend who you both know, a mutual friend of the pod, in 8th grade, who I started going to the same school as him in 8th grade. He had been there for a while. And it's Vinode, by the way.
Okay.
And when in 8th grade, he missed maybe like a third of the year. And I was like, at some point, I was like, there's no way you're sick this much. You feel fine. You seem fine. Yeah. He's He's like, oh yeah, I just tell my parents that, and if as long as my grades are good, they don't really care.
That's kind of how I was.
Like, that's amazing.
Not me.
I was just fake sick all the time. I found out several years ago that my mom was like, yeah, I knew you weren't sick like half the time, but what am I going to do?
Yeah, sure.
Also, it doesn't matter. But apparently at one point the school like threatened to send like an investigator to our house.
Sure.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, it really is like, why the fuck do you have to go? I wish I was talking to my friend who just had a kid about this, and I don't know. Maybe you have some input on this, Scott. But like, what do you tell your kid when it's like, you gotta go to school and you gotta try to get good grades, but ultimately it really doesn't matter. Like,
well,
I could not in good conscience be like, you better get your math grades up, as somebody who like failed math every year and has never had to use it in their life for any reason. And it caused me so much stress as a kid.
I know. Yeah.
For me, the hope is that she does not have questions like, but why? It doesn't seem like it matters until it's like far later, and I'm like, well, you're already in it this far. You might as well finish high school.
Yeah. I mean, the Pennsylvania like Puritan culture infused in me says the reason that you do that in your kids is because like while grades are not a total indicator of success in life, you know, having like bad grades or whatever could mean, you know, issues in motivation, behavior, stuff like that are like really important life lessons that they would need to get under control before they're adults. You know, but
even then,
that being
it's
said,
like maybe that stuff maybe it's just a different way of.
I think
I can't be like, you better get A's because for the vast majority of your life, you're never going to get the opportunity to get graded again. And you do not want to miss out on this.
No, I mean, you're not wrong.
Right.
You're not wrong.
Well,
also, is that true that you failed math and stuff?
Yeah, math and science. I fucking sucked at it. And I was like, it's caused me so much stress and anxiety all the time because I was like in an advanced math class for some reason.
Yeah.
And nobody was like, maybe you should just go down a level. They were all like, you got to get these grades up. Like, no point was anybody like, maybe he's just not meant to do this.
Right.
Interesting.
I feel like maybe the opportunity was presented a few times, but they were just like, well, just keep trying. And
the best
I only
math
had like
class?
one good math teacher who was like a nice guy about it. And I also fucking sucked at band. Anything that required like discipline, I was very bad.
Well, I think that is the thing that you end up teaching your kid, and why it is useful is the discipline aspect and just getting the fucking shit done that you have to do so that you can do what you want and not think about it.
Yeah.
And
But,
so like I
history
think those
yeah.
are two really good driving forces, honestly, even just to do total nonsense, but sticking to it, because it is a great skill to be disciplined, I imagine. And it's a great skill to be able to get everything done and then be able to do what you want with your time. I also imagine, because I'm terrible about that, but my wife is very good about that. So
maybe
anyway,
I'm just bitter that I wasn't put in like wasn't told that it was okay and put in like a rudimentary math and science thing, because I was really good at like
in the
English and history classes. Like those just came so easily to me. It was like a breeze, but like anything in the sciences, it was like, because it was like, because you're so good at English class, you must be good at everything else.
Yeah,
right.
Without like knowing your school, my guess is they were just like, oh, this is like a smart kid.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if he's not doing well. Like he should be in the honors class.
Yeah.
But that's like not really. That's kind of like a failure that they didn't point that out.
Fucking assholes.
But it is tough. It is a tough question because like literally on one hand, it's like, why cause children like real stress? I was always so stressed about shit I didn't have to be. But at the same time, it's all fake. Everything we ever have to do is fucking
That's
fake.
what I'm telling my kid. First thing, none of this matters. Nothing in life matters.
Mm-hmm.
None of it is real. You're going to die one day and nothing will have mattered.
Yeah.
And then we start from there and then we go up.
Yeah.
Instead of starting from high stress and slowly revealing that over the course of their life.
There's only one thing you ever have to do, and it's die.
Exactly. And take as many people with you as you can.
Okay, now we're talking. See, that's discipline.
And don't have sex.
And don't have sex.
But also, like, listen, if they're going to be doing stuff like that, I mean, they're going to need to be going to the shooting range. They're going to need to get their like streaming equipment. They're going to need to learn how to like have a mobile hotspot so they can, document their high score on the go. So I'm saying it doesn't even matter what you do, even if you want to be a nihilist and terrorist, like you have to be disciplined about it.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, like, be great. And maybe it's not school. Maybe school is not the way, but we still have to imbue in our generation. Like, you have to be great. You have to find, I don't care what that is. It doesn't have to be math, No. Maybe it's torturing small animals, but like, you better
whatever
be
you're
damn good
passionate
at it.
about.
Yeah.
What if your kid is really good at sex?
Well, you got to be encouraging that.
That flies in the face of everything I've learned today.
But yeah, well, imagine you're a parent and you're like, abstinence only, blah blah blah. And then your kid is just not doing well in school, not doing well whatever, doesn't have a job, do whatever. And then one day you just find out he's so good at sex. What do you do?
First off, I don't want to know how you found this out.
I glossed over that part of the story.
But I don't know. If my kid's going to be good at sex, then he or she or they will be the best damn kid at sex ever.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to let her in it.
Be getting a varsity.
Yeah. I was on the varsity sex team as a freshman.
Wow.
The Michael Jordan of sex was cut from the team his freshman year.
I want to list a couple of other just funny one-off lines that I liked from this. There was no real structure to this tape, so it doesn't really matter. Here's a funny one. There's no condom strong enough to protect you from a broken heart and shattered dreams. So that was also really funny because condoms don't work. It's like they're worse than whatever.
I wish there was a condom for my heart.
Yeah, literally.
As a double cancer.
Yeah,
I really need a condom for my heart.
No, for real. That's some real shit.
Yeah, it's having sex once worth breaking all of your dreams forever. It's basically what they're asking in this.
And you know what? I'm not going to lie. There are some months of life where that is real.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, yes. Immediately, first answer is yes.
I know.
It doesn't even have to be that good of sex.
No, that's actually the truth. No, literally, like, how do you tell a kid, like, again, okay, kind of going back to what you were just saying about school. How do you be the parent that's like, honestly, you're gonna have sex like before you're quote unquote supposed to, kind of everyone does it, be safe. How do you tell kids one day you will have sex once with someone and it is going to ruin the next 3 years of your life?
Yeah.
Like, how do you tell, or longer, or fucking longer than that? Well, how do you say that to someone? This tape is kind of right. His tape is kind of right.
I know. Well, I would, if I could go back in time, I would say you will have sex a handful of times and then you will never have it again. So you better cherish those few times that you do.
Yeah.
Because it's a long life, my friends. And you're worried about your trombone recital for band class right now that you didn't practice for at all before going in?
Yeah. Your blowjob recital is coming up in 3 weeks. You didn't even practice.
I play the skin flute in the band, in the marching band.
And you have how many weeks? How many days a week have you self-sucked? Your skin flute recital is coming up on Tuesday. This is a very dark moment of the tape.
Should be teaching kids how to self-suck. Then they'll fucking that will end teen pregnancy.
That is
for
actually
sure.
There you go. That is what they should be teaching.
That's a crazy good idea. Oh my God.
It is fucked up though that they're like, and don't masturbate either. They don't say this in this tape, but that's usually implied. It's like, come on.
They don't even
something.
cover the topic.
I know. I'm just like, would it be worse if you taught them that sex is gonna ruin their lives and they should just masturbate all day long? I mean, you know what?
Why not just teach them that it's always going to be better to masturbate? That doesn't have to be true. It'll take them a minute to figure out. At least get them out of high school, right?
Yeah.
Well, okay, actually, here's a real like.
If they taught masturbation at school, that would be the end of fucking after school programs, after school sports, everything.
There'd be no. Well, I mean, okay, is it a bad lesson to teach to a kid? Like, sometimes you really need to like masturbate before you make that really stupid decision you're about to make. Like,
I think that's a fine lesson.
I think that like is maybe something that should be taught like in sex ed in high school.
Yeah.
Like you should like if you're like so horny you're about to like go to someone's house or whatever, you should just jack off.
Yeah.
Instead of passing out condoms, they should pass out fleshlights.
Fleshlights, Tenga eggs. Free Tenga eggs for all of our youth. It's so stupid. What were you gonna say?
I don't even know if this story's good. I was
We can
like, I
cut it if
regret
it's
it.
not.
I had a coworker who was she was like dating this frat guy in college. I think she was like a junior or senior or something, and she said like one night they were like making out or something, and then he was just like I'll be right back, and he just like went in the bathroom and like jacked off, and then like was like, okay, you can go home. And she was like, "Is that weird?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's pretty weird. That's a little weird."
Like what scenario was he trying to avoid?
I was being kind of an asshole about it. I was just like, "What?" Like, I don't know. I guess he was very Christian. Yeah.
I mean, again, that's his prerogative.
It was also, I mean, yeah, I guess it was because I was like I've since seen the light, but I was just like a total heathen who was just like, I mean, obviously for a lot of people, college is a very transformative thing.
Well,
I just
sure.
kind of like, whenever I met somebody who was like that far into college and still was like clinging to their Christian beliefs, especially in like, I went to a very progressive college town. I was kind of just like,
what are you doing?
What are you doing, man?
Well, also,
What's the point?
I do also want to point out that was a time in history where, in American pop culture, where Christians were like, it was in the news. Everyone was talking about like Christian fundamentalists and blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying, your average person or whatever, but it's like Christians were like, nowadays that right-wing force is like more like tech fascists or something.
Yeah.
But at that point, like the right-wing threat in the country was like, blah, blah, blah. So there's this idea that it's like you go away from your town to college to have sex, like to not be Christian anymore. Right.
Yeah. And then you lie about it later in life.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I still listen. It's definitely not like a mortal sin to interrupt your makeout session to jack off in the sink and then go back into the room. Like if you want to do that and your partner is okay with that, that's not my business.
Yeah.
However, I do think that is just like a funny and weird turn of events to happen.
Yeah.
I think if someone did that to like anyone I know, they would be like, what the fuck was up with that guy?
Yeah. I mean, I guess people were young. They didn't know what was going on. I was just kind of like, what
that guy
fuck are you telling me? It was like the first time I had like met people since like high school or whatever, where it was like two people who didn't know what the fuck was. I was like,
right.
I don't know. I don't know what the point of this story is, but it was like,
I do.
I just was like, that is so strange.
I know.
You were saying it is actually worth it. What are you doing?
I think it was because I thought my coworker was really hot, and I was just like, and I couldn't be like
let me tell
this
you,
guy blew it. Man.
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
Right.
I wouldn't be jacking off in the sink.
Yeah.
If you came over,
I wouldn't be making out with you either. I don't think we would get that far.
Here's another funny quote.
I wouldn't even be let in the door.
I didn't even get my dick in the door.
Yeah.
Here's another funny quote from the film. There's a lot of people out there that have AIDS and don't even care.
Yeah, right. I'm podcasting with 2 of them right now.
They're just like, whatever. I mean, I remember that was in the
Which one is it? A horrible tragedy is the only thing you can think about, or you don't even care.
Yeah. What this teen was clumsily trying to explain, which was that like if you're just like around having sex, like someone may not care to disclose their status as having an STD to you, which technically is something that happens. But the framing of that this person just simply does not care that they have AIDS is that was very funny to me.
Yeah. Honestly, though, it felt dated because hearing like friends' stories of dating people, I feel like STDs is like very low on the list of like important things to disclose.
Yeah, totally.
On dates these days.
Totally. And
like,
I mean, yeah.
A lot of that is treatable, but other stuff, personality defects and whatever else you got going on, that's not treatable.
No, totally. And the thing about STDs is like that stuff is real. I mean, so many people hook up. You have a one night stand with someone. Like most people I talk to, frankly, about their sex lives are not using condoms, are not, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, yeah, you can get, of course, it's like, it's treatable, it's whatever, but you can get like a nasty, very uncomfortable, very gross STD from having sex once with someone who, quote unquote, doesn't seem to you like the type of person that would do that. That is a very distinct possibility of something that can happen.
Yeah.
So,
What was the story of the woman with the baby carriage who was like, we had sex once and we had this baby and the baby was born with AIDS?
This was a couple who was in love and wanted to have a baby, but they had both been sexually promiscuous before they got married.
Okay.
And so that baby was born with AIDS,
because
which they didn't know until after it was
AIDS.
born. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, we had it all planned out. Big wedding, lots of friends and family, romantic vacation in Jamaica. We wanted to have a big family, a regular Brady Bunch. He's our first. We were so excited. We couldn't wait to teach him how to walk and talk, get him his first bicycle. It was so perfect. And then he started to get sick, and we couldn't figure out what was wrong. God. When we found out our baby had AIDS, I felt like I had already died.
That's crazy. So what's the point of... Yeah, exactly. What is it? Is it a horrible disease that will like make your head explode? Or is it...
Or do you simply like you really just
simply
not notice
don't know
for 10 years?
Yeah. You have the only way you find out is your baby is also doesn't seem to have any... They never even said like what was... Did they say what was wrong with the babies? It was covered in sores. And
well, that's
couldn't
actually
read
very
and
interesting.
Write, couldn't talk, couldn't eat solid foods, all kinds of things.
Yeah,
couldn't walk right.
Yeah, well, that's actually very interesting. What AIDS is, based on the information given from this tape, AIDS. They do say that AIDS makes you die, but really, what AIDS is, because they also frequently refer to AIDS as something that people are just walking around you carrying and they don't even know anything's wrong.
Yeah.
So it's almost like AIDS is like original sin in this tape. Like it's just like the problem, if you get AIDS, you're just a person with AIDS and that makes you bad.
Yeah.
And I mean, yes, AIDS, it can be a fatal health condition, but not the way it was really described here. It's really sanitized. It's very strange.
They didn't describe any of the other... I feel like the way that you would get people scared of STIs is to tell them like what they do instead of just listing off the names.
Yeah.
Yes,
honestly,
they needed to keep cutting back to that doctor, just going into detail about worst case scenarios of every single disease he was mentioning.
Tell people about like chlamydia before you tell them about AIDS, like for real.
Yeah.
Like, AIDS, the problem with AIDS, I mean, it is definitely, it's scary. But it's way more abstract to a lot of people than the idea of like, okay, you could get this other thing that like won't kill you. I mean, you can go to the doctor and get a cream for it, but like you are going to be grossed the fuck out for
Yeah.
like a couple weeks and be like, what is wrong with me?
AIDS is good though because it rolls off the tongue nice.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. It was
He
good
did say
branding, yeah.
penis
Yeah.
cancer as well. He said HPV could give you penis cancer, which I was like, I've never heard that before. That's a good one.
Or cancer of the penis.
Another statement I liked. A boy says, I think I'd rather have fun just waiting until I get married.
Yep.
Which I loved. That was a very poetic line. He wants to have fun waiting for marriage. So he's like edging.
He's thinking about how exciting it's going to be married.
Yeah. Yeah. And like,
you get to have sex and you're never going to stop.
yeah. That reminds, I don't know why I remember this, but when I was like a kid, you know, I was just watching like daytime TV and I was watching like, I don't know, one of those shows like Sally or Oprah or who knows. And the topic of the show was couples who waited until sex to have marriage, and then one of the people in the couple just like didn't like having sex. And in the case of there was one woman,
That's so scary.
I know.
Yeah.
I for instance, I remember that the case of one woman, she, I guess before, you know, being married, being with her husband, she had certainly never had sex, probably never even like attempted to masturbate or anything like that, because she basically found that due to like some physical defect, her vagina, it was very painful for her. To, you know what I mean? So she, you know, she lived totally normally, but I guess like, you know, the idea of inserting something into her vagina was very uncomfortable. I think her vagina was like medically smaller than some people's or whatever.
Whoa.
But anyway, it was just like, I just remember like, even as a kid, like seeing this and being like, you know, they had like both the man and woman were on the show and they were just talking, and it was just like looking at the face of a man who signed up for a life of never having sex. He and his wife waited until marriage. You know?
That's so scary.
It's scary.
Yeah.
And it can happen. It can happen.
So
men.
so it ain't worth it in that case either, because his dreams were really broken.
Yes. And there was no condom big enough.
Yeah.
You just reminded me that Steven Crowder first got famous for they don't even have this, writing a 2-part article on Fox News in the opinion section. The first one was about maintaining his abstinence, which is no longer featured on the website. But thank God, from 13 years ago, Steven Crowder, waiting till the wedding night, getting married the right way. He's no longer married to this woman, by the way. This thing is just so gross. It's all about how awesome it is to wait till you're married to have sex.
I can't believe he had an abstinence column.
It's like the whole.
I never knew that.
It's kind of long. It's a little too long, but I guess check that out.
Yeah, check that out.
What?
Our favorite writers.
Do you know how long he had an abstinence column for?
I think it was just one article.
Okay. But it said in the article you sent, it says, anyone who's read my abstinence column here at Fox News Opinion.
I think it meant just like his one column, but I do like the idea of him writing a weekly column about being abstinent.
Yeah, it's like sex advice.
Still
like,
not having sex.
Ain't worth
he's
it.
like describing all of the crazy like sitcom-esque plots he has to come up with to just not have sex.
That kind of reminds me, toward the end of this tape, they do perform a rap song, which is great. It's mandatory in media of this era. In fact, Everything is Terrible, you know, who Scott is a member of, did a whole mixtape just collecting these rap songs from every fucking piece of 90s media. That was like, it didn't matter. It was the end credits for something, an instructional tape. It did not matter. You needed to have a rap song.
Yep.
So there was one in this. The setup to the rap song, these 3 beautiful women are watching a men's basketball game, and they're looking at the players, and one of the women, you know, looking at one of the players she finds attractive, who's like the only white guy on the court, she says to her friend, "I'm gonna get him."
Yep.
And this is what evil women are saying about our Christian young men. They want to get them. They're looking for Christian young men. They're saying, please have sex with me. I will have sex with you now. This is happening to men all over. It's an epidemic. So we need to stand firm. That's all I'm saying. When you're playing basketball in the gym, pickup game with your buddies, all the honeys are trying to pounce on you. Remember, it ain't worth it.
Remember, there will be more basketball tomorrow. So,
yeah, honestly, you can have sex for the rest of your life, but you'll only be in the NBA until you're like 35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you better,
and that's if you're really good.
And you're going to want to have perfect attendance.
Yep.
That's only if you have perfect attendance, so they fire you.
Yeah. As soon as you miss a game,
they
take one off the end of your career.
Also the white guy who's the target of these women's affection, he says, I'm down with the honeys.
Man, I'm through. I'm down with the honeys.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny. I wrote that down.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him.
I know. It's so funny that they're playing like pickup basketball and it's so important to the virgin guys.
Yeah. Like they're all like, he's like, yeah, he's like, I'm going to go have sex with these ladies. And all the guys, they're like nodding their head no. Like, this guy doesn't get it. All right, hit the showers, boys.
Oh, in that music video at the end, I was going to say this much earlier, but was blindsided by the Ronald Reagan fit.
Oh, yeah.
There's a point where it might be AC Green, actually, who's wearing a T-shirt that says sex on it. And then he, as soon as the moment it takes you to read that, he rips the T-shirt off and it says not ! On the T-shirt.
Oh, my God.
It's so funny. The guy from the Washington football team and David Robinson and AC Green in like the booth recording their vocals together, they looked so like confused cats or something. Like no idea what was going on, where they were. Not a lot of charisma coming from those three. Not entirely unbelievable that the three of them never had sex.
Yeah.
Did the three of them never have sex, or just AC Green and the other ones are just backing
Maybe
it up because they're happily married having sex?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I feel like if you're a professional basketball player, like somebody's gonna have sex with you. Like, come on.
Somebody's gotta.
Yes.
Somebody's gotta. They give us so much entertainment.
Actually,
So
how many
least
of
we
the
can do.
Oklahoma City Thunder you think are virgins, Julian?
Does having sex with each other count?
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably just keep it within the team.
Turning 18 and signing up for the draft, and then you get deployed to being the towel boy for the OKC Thunder.
Bachabadi.
The Bachabadi for the Thunder.
Yeah. No, they're not having sex with each other. They have the personality of like 13-year-old Jewish kids at their bar mitzvahs. It's like the whole aura of that team.
Yeah.
Cool.
And you know what? It's working.
It really is, unfortunately.
Whatever they're doing is
I'm just
working.
jealous because that was me once 15 years ago.
Any other highlights from the tape?
One thing I noticed when I was just looking up what other things AC Green has been into, just hoping he had been involved in something more recently, but I didn't see anything of note really, other than a podcast he was on that I want to check out.
Okay.
But he was in Space Jam, I was reminded. So he was in Space Jam before he had sex. Yeah.
Dude, what? Did he get his power? He took his virgin powers away? Or what? Imagine being the alien who got his power.
Really, really horny and just like, God, I just have to rebound.
Yeah. What else from this tape? I don't know. It was like I had the pacing of this. I had no idea if I had just started it or if it was like almost over.
Yes. Perpetually. It was really, I don't know how something so light and easy was like made so poorly.
Yeah.
Was structured so poorly. But it was fun. It had an obligatory rap song.
Yeah.
It had a lot of amazing sound bites of streetwise teens, talking about how like I'm just being smart. I'm not having sex. So that's fine by me. What did we say, boys? What is the official Boys Bible Study rating of It Ain't Worth It, Athletes for Abstinence?
I have to give this 36% out of 36% of the time. That is how often condoms fail when you're having sex. The equivalent of flipping a coin.
Yeah,
I don't know how that works. And I don't think we figured it out earlier. But I can tell you that's a perfect score right there, so pay attention.
Yeah. Similarly, I'm going to give this a 50 out of 50 because I think I vaguely remember at one point them saying there's essentially a 50-50 chance you're going to get AIDS from having sex.
Yep.
And you're
even if it's both
look
your
back.
first time.
And I misheard this, but I could have sworn he said you're going to be lying in a hospital bed as an old man covered in sores, looking back
That's
on
a
your
young
life,
man.
wondering why. Oh, he
As
said
a
young
baby.
man. Okay.
Young man.
No, I could have sworn he said as an old man or like at the end of your life. And I was just like, they make it sound like you're going to still live forever until like the AIDS kicks in.
Be 150 years old, sores all over you. You're like, wait, what?
Well, I thought this was a genius tape. I'm going to have to rate this 1 out of 1 surviving late-term abortion babies because I actually did forget. I actually did forget. I'll quickly condense this talking point of the tape that they spoke with a woman who was an abortion victim. According to her own story, she has cerebral palsy, and this was because her mom attempted to abort her at 7 months.
She's Morgellons.
Captain Morgellons. And basically, as part of this particular abortion process they described, the mother is supposed to like give birth to the stillborn baby, but the baby was not stillborn. The baby was alive, although burned very badly by the abortion process.
She looked fine.
She was great. She was talking.
Whatever. Maybe this happened. I don't know. I just kind of was just like, who told you this?
Right.
When did they tell you this, and who told you this?
Also, does that make the sex not worth it, or that type of abortion?
Yeah,
I know it really didn't actually defend the thesis of this tape whatsoever. That's like a whole separate conversation.
That's a crazy aside from it though, that's still like a crazy scenario. Certainly.
Yep.
It is. It's a crazy scenario. But, that's not going to happen to anyone listening here because we don't have sex. And that's why we're here.
Yep.
And we really can't thank all of you virgins enough for tempering your mortal urges by instead listening to our podcast. We do want to invite you to check out boysbiblestudy.com for years worth of our free publicly available episodes, and patreon.com. If you'd like to subscribe $5 a month, you can get Boys Bible Study bonus episodes every other week, meaning BBS content every single week. It is worth it. Also, shout out to our patron saints who subscribe at the $20 tier: Marissa, Frank, Jeff, and Mark. We can't thank you enough. Also, our outro song is Oh My God by Mary. So, from all of us here at Boys Bible Study, myself, Ash, my co-hosts, Scott and Julian, we would like to say, peace be with you.
And also with you. Thank God.
Yeah. When Reagan gets mentioned, which is on...
It's always Reagan.
When Reagan gets mentioned, which is on 75% of episodes, it gives one license to end the show with Reagan voice. That's a good Easter egg. All right.
Yo, man, that's game. Come out of here, man. Nothing but a joke by the government's latex. Cause there's no safe sex except abstinence. Unless you're married, then you better stay committed, will it? The method I speak will protect you, bless and direct you. Of course, it will stop this epidemic. The former technique, so we check the stats in the clinic.
Bennett, I wanna win it. Bennett, I wanna crush it. Cause this sex talk, you can't trust it. Me and mine, him and his, yo, are educated. Building your info needs updates. We spectated long enough, we can't sit back. Get that Jimmy hat way back in back.
Get a grip real quick, gonna be a nitwit and end up the trick, big play, late and discard.
I'm putting pregnancy in the same old scenario, thinking about time, and I know I don't think so. The guy you say you love real dear and you care for might now want you now. So what you gonna do with a baby? Maybe try to abortion? Is that the next thing? I might blow guilt you for the rest of your days. You hurt thinking about the baby that could have been you murdered him because you were serving sin and now your heart is searching.
Realize we're in a state of emergency, so we must protect with urgency. The human race is headed for a downfall, and the victims are us all, y'all. The lack of knowledge just makes you be nervous. A song like this does a public a service, so we came here just for this purpose, y'all. Hey, come on, y'all.
Let me be the judge of that, girl. I got a condom over here. We can get busy, you know what I'm saying? I can make it worth your while.
A condom? Are you crazy? A condom make a fast break and it is all over. That's like playing Russian roulette with 4 bullets is coming when you made it out of here with that.
We're out of king and we have come to the conclusion. The condom usage is a great big illusion. Because according to, you know what the statistics say, 30% of the time they fell in an ample rate. No big inflammatory cases prove it's not a story. Herpes, gonorrhea, crab. You see itching your finger laugh. Jimmy erected. Check this, while you were naked, the person you slept with was very infected. Transmitted disease was moving in like fleas, and now you detect it. 6 months later, test results discover you have AIDS. You don't know what's coming. Stuff's around so long, it's a habit. HIV positive all because of a 6-second orgasm. Promiscuous with a gift, you get syphilis. Can I get a witness?
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. I feel your love in me, it's coming from within. Oh my God, my devotion is so unwavering. Divine emotions when you enter me. Every day you take me